Alexa, set a timer for 8 minutes. All right, timer set. What's up guys, William Mosley here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you pretty much how I became a creative director. But first I'd like to say, I gotta let the cat out. I mentioned back in a couple of vlogs ago. Actually, huh? Look at this. Oh. I mentioned a couple of vlogs ago about kind of 3 strategies for making a daily vlog. And this one is the second strategy I talked about. Just sharing a story and pretty much a clean cut today. But before I jump into that, I want to give you guys an idea of my setup right now, because I complained a bit about the 50 mil and not being able to get a full wide shot without having to back up pretty far. Today I'm doing it, and I'm also doing it with crisp audio. So the setup I have right now is I'm about 20 feet away from the camera, but I ended up buying, and look at that nice, that hard shadow on my face, it's okay. I bought a 25-foot aux cord to plug into the SL2, and it's connected here to back it up, my book bag. So I made it work. I wanted to try that out. I'm inside, sun's down, about to have date night with Laura, but I figured I'd go ahead and test that out because it was kind of bothering me for a while that I couldn't get that out of the 50 mil. All right, so to start, it's hard for me to admit this, but I feel like I'm a workaholic. And I'm also a minimalist at the same time. So it seems like those clash together or would, but because work is so much my passion, it's easy for me to do it a lot. And thankfully I have a wife that has been with me through all the ups and downs and everything with it, and she has embraced my crazy creativity for the most part. So I'm really thankful for that. But let me share with you kind of how I got from really beginner novice to expert creative director where I am now. Because like a lot of times it just could seem like things happen overnight, or when you look at someone else you're like, man, they're doing so good. I wonder, you know, I'm salty about that. But honestly, I went through a lot of ups and downs to kind of get where I'm at. And I also discovered and learned a lot about my skills and about my passion along the way. So I'll start at the beginning. I always knew I wanted to do something in the art field. As a kid, I grew up drawing and sketching and doing anime and stuff like that. None of that really stopped when I got into high school. I took all the art classes I could take: Art 1, Art 2, Art 3, Art 4, Art 4 AP. And I always knew I wanted to do something just art-wise, but I didn't know how I would make money from that. So when I got to Art 4 AP, I'm gonna come in for dramatic effect. Move the book bag with me, move the book bag with me. I think that's good. Maybe up, down. I'm just gonna have to stand like this for a minute. When I got to Art 4 AP, I had an amazing art teacher named Narina Patain. And she is one of the biggest influences as far as my passion with art, because she helped me understand that I could do a little bit more than just draw anime pictures or whatever. All right, coming back out. Light out, book bag back. Mic over here. Toy truck to hold the book bag up. All right, it wouldn't be Will's vlog if it wasn't goofy. Anyway, so she ended up having, like, we were a really tiny class of Art 4 AP students. It was like 5 of us. And I ended up doing my concentration on like landscapes, because I was really good, or I felt pretty good about my watercolor skills, and I kind of took the cliche route where I wanted to capture all the seasons because the concentration was going to kind of be out throughout the year. So that's what I did. I got a couple pictures I can show you. I'll try to be quick because this timer's on and it's date night. I'll just grab a stack because most of this is probably something I did in that concentration. I did this one, it's like of Converse's duct tape project. That's Mr. Ray. Flowers. I don't know, shadow's good. You guys can tell. This one is like drop. Oh, not literally. Trees, things like that. Anyway, so she pretty much forced us to put out a pretty good piece of artwork every single week, and it helped me understand that art wasn't just about like, that you can, what's the word? That wasn't just about scribbling and kind of doing whatever. That there was an objective. We were trying to create like 12 pieces of art that made sense. Anyways, long story short, I ended up scoring like a 4 on my Art 4 AP, but still didn't really have an idea of how I would use my art skills to make money. I wasn't one of the top scholars with a GPA of 4.0 and whatever, and I also didn't have scholarship money like to go to some pristine college. Oh, that's our timer, crap. I'm gonna finish this, I'm gonna make this a part 1, part 2 then. All right, so Alexa, stop. All right, so that's my timer. I'm not gonna go over this, so I'll close this with like 1 minute. There's gonna be a part 2 to this, but pretty much I went to college, had no clue what I was doing, and ended up taking my first graphic design class and really fell in love with design there. So stay tuned tomorrow, which will be a 5-minute Friday. So I guess I'll have to finish the story in 5 minutes tomorrow. Okay, I guess I'm up for the challenge. Cool. I will catch you guys tomorrow. It's really far away from me to like do the swoosh. I gotta do all the way over here. Peace.